Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your Tarotscopes for the time of July 2015. Now we will be covering your home and your family, your career goals and aspirations, your finances, health and well-being, and your relationships. So the first thing that you do have around you in connection with the home and the family, look, you've got the Seven of Cups in reverse, and this is generally telling you that you've made the right choices or decisions some time back. However, you're still going through the reprocessing of such during this period of time. So it could be that there is a lot to be put into position or play over the next 7 weeks or so, and you may even find that because of this you're in a better position to make these decisions now than what you would have been previously. I guess the word tolerance, be open to new experiences that could be coming through, and knowing that you're on the right path makes a big difference. In connection with your career goals and aspirations, you know, you've got the Seven of Swords here, so anything that opens up this month for you is going to be to your advantage. Hey, whether you like it or not, it's gonna happen. And the big thing about this is up to you to see where can you cut your losses in previous situations, make the right transitions and changes now to be happy and content with your career path or your goal orientations. So this is going to be quite a successful month. And because once again, you're looking at what your abilities are, what your skills are, you're looking at how you can better situations around you. And by doing so, you're actually going to come out of this a lot better off than what you think. For those that are looking for work, you know, this is one of those times. Stop pushing so hard to have what you can't have right now. Take what's available, okay? The opportunity for this to work through is going to be a lot more happy and a lot more successful for you, especially over this next maybe 6 to 8 months or so. However, right now it's about you not allowing other people to take advantage of you, but you also to learn when to take advantage of a situation. If it's settling for a little bit less than what you normally would be, but however it's still giving you some employment, then maybe this could be something you could contemplate at this time. In connection with your finances, now you've got the King of Wands in reverse, and this is inconsistencies with money. So you need to double check your spending, your budget, your financial agreements and arrangements, your incomes, all of these types of things. Money might be quite fluid there for a little while, okay, and then after a while it's not. So this is about you reassessing, okay, what changes you can make to keep the money constant. It doesn't mean that you know, are not going to have an income, but it does mean that there are areas that may need to say to yourself, hang on a minute, do I really need to spend this? Because if I do spend this, I may not have that finances, you know, to come in to cover it later on down the line. So I guess it's a month of not taking any chances at the moment. However, your financial situation will figure itself out before the end of August. In connection with your health and your well-being, now you've got a Ace of Cups sitting here, and this is wonderful because it tells you here that your confidence is starting to grow. You're looking at yourself and you're seeing, you know, this wonderful person starting to emerge. Maybe children and family and home dynamics are going to become important to this, or a part of what that confidence part of building. The commitments you make this month are going to be enormous, okay, and they're going to have a very strong bearing on your health and your well-being, and you should be coming out of there feeling really good about situations. In connection with your relationships, now you've got the Judgment in reverse, which is generally what we talk about separation. So there's going to be times apart, there is going to be possibly travel, there could be movement, there could be transitions and changes and lots of talking going on. However, don't argue. That's one of the biggest things. It's not worth the argument. It's not worth having the crosswords. It is about, you know, kind of getting on the same page. Now, for those that are booking trips and are traveling, okay, or are making or spending a lot of time apart, this is going to be a very strong time for communication, which is kind of like a no-brainer, isn't it, really? However, it's like as if, you know, don't feel apart from where you are, feel like you're still connected, but you're just on a different pathway at the time being. Now, for those that are looking for a relationship, you've got to get outside your comfort zone, separate the wheat from the chaff. What has worked in the past is not going to work for you in the future. This could be a time that you kind of feel a little bit frustrated. I want time out, but I want time on my own. Maybe you've just got out of a long-term relationship and you're having a bit of a temporary break. Maybe this is about you reconsidering your choices. Whatever it is, you're going to come up with the answers before the end of the month, and you'll be a lot more happier because of so.